Do you wake up feeling tired, without energy, and as if your vitality left along with your youth? What if I told you there is a simple habit, practiced for centuries by the longest-living elderly people in the world, that can reactivate your vitality even after the age of 60? In Japan, where thousands of people remain active well into their 90s, there is a daily practice that requires no medications, no gym, and no miracle diets. And today, you're going to discover exactly what they do, step by step, to keep their bodies strong, their minds sharp, and their energy levels high. When it comes to longevity, the whole world looks to Japan. And it's no coincidence, this Asian country has led global life expectancy rankings for decades. There, it's common to see people over 90 walking briskly, taking care of their homes, and participating actively in social life. But their secret isn't some miraculous gene, it's in the daily habits they cultivate from an early age. The way they eat, move, breathe, and rest is directly connected to their vitality. Studies show that these habits not only improve cardiovascular and immune health, but also increase muscle strength, boost energy, and even enhance libido, something many believe fades with age. In Japan, growing old is not synonymous with decline. It is simply another rich stage of life and fulfillment, and it all begins with something very simple: a mindful morning routine that prepares the body and mind to function at their best every day. Before any supplement or medicine, Japanese elders have a quiet secret. Their morning doesn't start with a phone or complaints about pain, but with a conscious ritual. Even before eating, many of them are already activating their energy naturally. They rise, open the windows to let in fresh air, breathe deeply, and stretch their bodies as if respectfully awakening each muscle. This first gesture, though it seems simple, sets the tone for the entire day. While in many parts of the world, the morning starts with rushing, strong coffee and a stiff body dragging itself out of bed, in Japan, the first hour is sacred. It's believed that how you begin your day directly impacts your metabolism, your mind, and your longevity. That's why gentle movements like stretching, slow breathing, and short walks in the sun are part of an ancestral routine that has proven effective for generations. It's not about intense workouts or expensive gyms. It's something anyone can do, even at 70, 80, or beyond. Waking up, stretching your arms to the sky, slowly rotating your neck, calmly walking around the house. This kind of movement activates circulation, lubricates the joints, and sends a clear message to the brain. I am alive. I am present. I am ready for this day. And when the body feels that, it responds with more energy and less pain. Moreover, getting sunlight in the first hour of the morning helps regulate your biological clock, improve mood, and balance melatonin production. Many older adults suffer from sleep problems and constant fatigue without knowing that a simple 10-minute morning walk can be more effective than a pill. For those who suffer from morning stiffness, just a few minutes of mindful movement can make a difference. Lifting and lowering the feet as if walking while seated, rolling the shoulders in circles, opening and closing the hands with intention, these small gestures reduce the risk of falls, improve flexibility, and increase self-confidence. And the best part, no side effects, no cost, just consistency and willingness to take care of yourself. While others start their day complaining of fatigue, the Japanese activate their energy without straining the body, without rushing. And it is precisely that gentleness that preserves their strength, because when we treat the body with care early on, it responds with gratitude throughout the day. But it's not just about physical movement. After awakening the body with gentle exercises, the Japanese move on to another fundamental pillar of their vitality: breakfast. But not just any breakfast. Far from Western habits of white bread, sugar, processed milk, and deli meats, in Japan, Even among those over 60, the first meal of the day is treated as an act of care and prevention. It's a moment of conscious nourishment, not just to satisfy hunger, but to prepare the body and mind to function well all day long. A typical Japanese breakfast might include steamed rice, miso soup, grilled fish, fermented vegetables, and green tea. This combination may seem light, but it's nutrient-dense. The rice provides slow-releasing energy. The fish offers high-quality protein and omega-3s. The miso soup supports digestion and strengthens the immune system. And the green tea, rich in antioxidants, helps fight cellular aging. There are no ultra-processed foods, no added sugars, and no artificial ingredients. This way of eating keeps blood sugar levels stable, avoiding the spikes that cause fatigue, irritability, and cravings. Many older adults who feel drained by mid-morning are unknowingly stuck in a cycle of poor morning nutrition. They start their day with bread, margarine, and strong coffee, which cause a quick energy high followed by an even sharper crash. In contrast, the Japanese model provides sustained strength, mental clarity, and better gut balance. Another key point is portion size. It's not about eating a lot, but about eating in balance. In Japan, the principle of hara-hachi-bu is valued, which means eating until you're 80% full. This helps avoid post-meal discomfort, improves digestion, and prevents weight gain. Additionally, fermented foods like miso, natto, or tsukemono nourish the gut microbiota, which is directly linked to energy, immunity, and mood. And it's striking to see how Japanese elders eat with attention. They chew slowly, observe their food, and give thanks for it. Their relationship with food is not emotional or impulsive, it's mindful. That also influences metabolism and satiety. Eating quickly, in front of the TV or a phone, prevents the brain from properly registering what was consumed, and the body keeps asking for more, even when it's already full. A practical suggestion for anyone wanting to start: try replacing white bread with brown rice, coffee with green or barley tea, and processed meats with a serving of fish or egg with steamed vegetables. Begin with just one change. Notice how your body feels afterward. You may not see a transformation overnight, but over the days, your energy level, digestion, and mental clarity will speak for themselves. Food can be your medicine or your burden, and you make that choice every morning. And you? How does your day begin? If the first thing that enters your body is something that inflames it, overstimulates it, or weakens it, how can you expect it to function at its best? After the age of 60, every choice matters. And what you do before noon can determine how you'll feel until nightfall. But it's not enough to just nourish the body. What you do with your mind also plays a crucial role. In many cultures, the day starts with noise, worries, negative news, and an endless to-do list. But in Japan, especially among the elderly, there is a quiet practice that has proven to be as powerful as physical activity and healthy eating: the cultivation of mental serenity upon waking. It's not about religion, but rather a moment of presence. It could be a short meditation, a peaceful prayer, or simply observing the garden while breathing calmly. This gesture, though invisible to the eyes, transforms the body deeply from within. Morning silence reduces the production of cortisol, the stress hormone, and allows the nervous system to find balance before being bombarded by the demands of the day. Studies show that older adults who practice meditation or mindfulness techniques experience fewer memory issues, suffer less from depression, and even live longer with greater independence. It's a kind of care that can't be seen, but can certainly be felt. It's the moment when the soul stretches along with the body. Many Japanese elders begin the day seated in Caesar position or simply cross-legged, eyes closed, allowing their thoughts to settle like a still lake. They don't fight the mental noise, they just observe it. and that observation helps them avoid impulsive reactions to daily challenges. After 60, calm is not a luxury, it's a vital need, because the body can no longer tolerate high stress without consequences. The act of contemplating nature, listening to birdsong, or feeling the steam of hot tea between your hands is also a form of active meditation. You don't need to sit like a monk to experience the benefits. Just being present, even for 5 minutes, is enough. That small window of calm helps organize thoughts, lower anxiety, slow heart rate, and sharpen mental clarity. It's like rebooting the system before the day begins. Moreover, serenity helps you make better decisions, from what to eat to how to respond to an unpleasant comment. At 60, 70, or 80, the power of the mind is still the rudder of the body. If you're anxious or irritable from the start, everything you do will be filtered through that energy. But if you cultivate calm from the first moment, even physical pain seems to diminish. It's science, and also ancestral wisdom. Here's a practical suggestion. Before turning on the TV or checking your phone, sit for a few minutes in silence. Breathe deeply. Give thanks for the day. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Feel the air going in and out. You don't need anything more than that. If you can do it each morning, you'll start to notice your days flowing with less weight and more balance. That's the gift of stillness. It's not magic, it's mindfulness. It's the recognition that the mind also needs breakfast, but one made of peace. And when the body is calm, it's time to take the next step, one that many older adults overlook, but that in Japan is considered essential to staying strong without relying on gyms or medications. One of the most notable differences between the Japanese lifestyle and the Western one lies in daily movement. In Japan, older adults don't see exercise as something separate from their routine or as an uncomfortable obligation. On the contrary, they incorporate constant movement throughout the day, sitting on the floor, bending down to cook, walking around the neighborhood, tending to the garden, climbing stairs. All of this is part of continuous muscle activation that keeps the body functional and youthful. While in many countries people sit on high sofas and walk very little, Japanese seniors are used to squatting down and standing back up with ease. This practice strengthens the legs, keeps the joints active, and preserves balance. And they don't do it for aesthetics, but out of habit. That's why, even at 80 or 90 years old, it's common to see elderly people in Japan walking briskly, with upright posture and firm steps. It's the result of years of everyday movement, not exhausting workouts. The human body was made to move, and when we don't use it, it rusts. It's like a bicycle left out in the rain. Muscles weaken, joints stiffen, and balance is lost. But the good news is that it's never too late to reactivate that machinery. After the age of 60, small gestures like standing up without support, walking barefoot around the house, climbing stairs, or simply stretching now and then can make a huge difference. Many older adults believe they need expensive gyms or intense routines to stay strong, but that's not true. What truly transforms the body is consistency. In Japan, elders squat to serve tea, walk to buy fresh vegetables, and carry small bags with pride. These simple acts keep the lymphatic system functioning, circulation flowing, and hips mobile. This helps prevent muscle loss and even reduces the risk of falls. Here is a helpful practice you can start today. Place a low chair at home and practice sitting down and getting up slowly without using your hands. Or walk around your home for 5 minutes every hour. If you can, make circular movements with your arms, rotate your ankles, move your fingers. These are micro movements, but they teach the body that it is still alive, that it still can, and the more you use it, the more it responds with strength. Remember, it's not about doing more, but doing it with intention. Energy doesn't disappear with age, it fades with disuse. And if you start moving consistently again, even just a little, you'll be sending your body a message: I am still in the game. That's how the Japanese defy frailty, not with big muscles, but with daily discipline and smart movement. And just when it seems like the secret is complete, there's one final ingredient that ties all these habits together, one that isn't seen, but makes all the difference. Do you want to know what it is? In Japan, longevity isn't seen as a stroke of luck. It is the result of a daily commitment. They don't wait for symptoms to appear to begin caring for their bodies. They act beforehand. It's a culture that understands that the real medicine is prevention. And this is clearly reflected among the elderly, who don't see age as an excuse to give up, but as motivation to cultivate health every day, in every detail. This commitment isn't about major overnight transformations. It's about small habits, repeated over and over with consistency. While many people wait to feel unwell before changing their diet or starting to move, the Japanese are proactive. They act even when they feel fine, because they know that today, as discipline is tomorrow, is freedom, and because they understand that what's at stake isn't just more years in life, but more life in those years. An inspiring example is that of Mrs. Toyo Shibata, who at 92 years old became a best-selling author in Japan. She started late, with no previous experience, but with a firm desire to express herself. Why does this matter here? Because it proves that it's never too late to start something new. Taking care of your body, changing your habits, trying a new morning routine, all of that can begin at 60, 70, or 80. What matters isn't when you start, it is whether you decide to commit. Many people think they need more time, motivation, or perfect conditions to start caring for their health, but what you truly need is a decision. The Japanese don't ask themselves if they feel like doing their morning ritual, or if it's worth going for a walk today, or if they're in the mood to meditate. They simply do it, because they've understood that daily care is not negotiable. It's an act of self-love and respect for life. You can apply this commitment right now. Choose one of the habits you've seen here, just one, and do it every day for a week. Maybe start stretching when you wake up, or change your breakfast, or walk for 10 minutes in the sunlight. Whatever it is, do it as a promise to yourself. You don't need to change your whole life at once. Just one habit, one practice, one step. By repeating this small action daily, you'll notice your mind growing stronger, your body will respond, your days will gain rhythm, and the people around you will feel inspired. Because committing to longevity isn't about living longer for yourself. It is about living better so you can share more time with the ones you love, with independence, joy, and dignity. What if you tried this for just 7 days? What might you discover about yourself? How would your body feel? Don't wait until you're exhausted to take care of your energy. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is today. And for all of this to work, there's something else. Something many forget, but that could awaken the best of what still lives inside you. One of the most limiting beliefs that many older people carry is the idea that it's already too late to change. I'm already 65. At this age, there's no remedy. My body isn't the same anymore. These phrases are repeated until they become self-fulfilling prophecies. But the truth is different. Your body can still surprise you. Even after 60, 70, or 80, your system is still capable of adapting, regenerating, and responding with vitality. All it needs is the right kind of stimulation. Science has proven that neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections, does not disappear with age. The same goes for muscles, bones, and cells. When they receive proper nutrients, consistent movement, and sufficient rest, they begin to renew themselves. Maybe not at the speed of youth, but with admirable efficiency. Many seniors rediscover their strength after decades of inactivity, simply because they decided to start. You don't need to run a marathon, become a Zen monk, or follow an extreme diet. You just need to do what you can with what you have. Sleep better, eat more mindfully, stretch your body with care, breathe deeply each morning. These simple gestures have profound effects, and when done consistently, the body responds as if saying, "Thank you for not abandoning me." It doesn't matter if you're in pain, feeling slow, or thinking it's too late. What matters is what you choose to do today. In Japan, hundreds of thousands of older adults practice these habits and remain active, joyful, and strong. Not because they have special genes, but because they chose not to give up. They prove that energy doesn't depend on age, it depends on attitude. And if they can do it, why can't you? Your body wants to live. Your cells are still trying to regenerate each night. Your heart keeps beating with hope. Your breath continues to bring in life. Nothing is lost. You just need to remind your body how to bloom again, and that happens step by step, habit by habit, with no rush, but with no pause either, because each day is a new opportunity. Try it. Follow the Japanese habit for 1 week. Wake up with gentle stretches. Prepare a nutritious breakfast. Take a moment of silence. Walk for 5 minutes in the sun. Do it every day, like watering a plant. And then tell me how you feel. You might discover that your strength never left. It was simply asleep. There's no age limit to reclaim your energy. All it takes is a decision. Your body can still surprise you. All it needs is for you to give it another chance. After learning about the Japanese habit that helps restore energy and vitality after 60, it's clear that this is not about miracle cures or complicated solutions. It's something far more powerful: the daily decision to take care of yourself. With small physical, mental, and nutritional actions, it's possible to feel the body strong again, the mind clear, and the heart full of enthusiasm. Yes, even after 60, adopting just one habit can make a difference. You don't need to wait until you feel unwell to act. Start today. Start simple. Every conscious change you make opens the door to a fuller, longer, and happier life. And when you improve, you also influence those around you. Because taking care of your health isn't just a gift for yourself, it's also an act of love for your family, your friends, your community. So if this content inspired you, motivated you, or gave you a new perspective on your health, do something even more important now. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who also needs to recover their energy and hope. For that person, this video might be the first step toward a new life.